Have you ever wondered how a single virus can impact an entire ecosystem? A chilling example of this can be seen in the story of the H5N1 avian flu virus in South America. In the early days of its discovery, the H5N1 virus was just another blip in the vast world of virology. However, it quickly became apparent that this was no ordinary virus. With an alarming speed, the H5N1 virus began to spread through the diverse bird population of South America. From the smallest sparrows to the majestic condors, no species was safe from its deadly grip. As the virus swept across the continent, the mortality rates among bird populations began to rise at an alarming rate. The landscape of South America, once filled with the delightful chorus of a myriad of bird species, began to fall eerily silent. This was not just a disease outbreak. It was an ecological crisis unfolding in real time. In response, biosecurity measures were swiftly implemented to protect humans from potential infection. Quarantine zones were established, and rigorous testing was carried out on both domestic and wild bird populations. Yet, despite these efforts, the virus continued to spread among the wildlife, seemingly unstoppable in its path. Alongside human safety, efforts were made to prevent the further spread of the virus among the wildlife. Vaccination campaigns targeting at-risk bird species were launched, and monitoring systems were put in place to track the spread of the disease. However, the sheer diversity and number of bird species in South America presented a monumental challenge. As scientists and conservationists raced against time, the virus continued its relentless spread. The impact was not just on the bird populations, but also on the larger ecosystem. Birds play crucial roles in pollination, seed dispersal, and controlling pests. In a world without walls, how does a virus confined to one continent find its way to another? This question has been haunting the scientific community since the highly contagious H5N1 virus, commonly known as avian flu, was discovered in dead skuas in the frigid wilderness of Antarctica. Imagine the shock and concern when researchers, in the midst of the white expanse and bitter cold, stumbled upon these lifeless bodies, victims of an enemy they could neither see nor combat. What's more alarming is the spread of this deadly virus to various bird species in the region, from the majestic albatross to the humble southern fulmar. But it doesn't stop there. The virus has shown no mercy, crossing species barriers and claiming the life of a polar bear in a chilling first. But amidst this grim scenario, the plight of one species stands out: the emperor penguin. These regal birds are more than just a symbol of Antarctica. They are a vital cog in the ecosystem, their survival intertwined with the health of the Antarctic environment. Yet, they now face a threat that could decimate their numbers and possibly push them towards extinction. Containment and control of the virus in such a remote and inhospitable environment presents a daunting challenge. Human intervention is limited, and biosecurity measures can only do so much. The harsh Antarctic weather, the vast distances, and the inaccessibility of many bird colonies further complicate efforts. So what does this mean for Antarctica? The ripple effects of significant bird loss could be catastrophic. It could disrupt the food chain, affect predator-prey dynamics, and throw the ecosystem out of balance. The avian flu, now an Antarctic resident, threatens not only the bird population, but the very balance of the ecosystem. It's a reminder of how interconnected our world is, and how a disturbance in one corner can echo across the globe. Can we, as a global community, stand idly by while an invisible enemy threatens our world's biodiversity? The question hangs heavy in the air, but the answer is clear: we cannot. The avian flu, specifically the H5N1 strain, has been making its way across continents, and now it's reached the pristine wilderness of Antarctica. The stakes are high, and the potential loss is immeasurable. Birds like the emperor penguin, a symbol of unyielding strength in the harshest of environments, are now on the brink of extinction. But hope is not lost. Across the globe, scientists and conservationists are working tirelessly to combat this virus. They're studying its patterns, monitoring its spread, and developing strategies to protect vulnerable species. They're our frontline defenders in this fight against an invisible enemy. Yet, they can't do it alone. Their work needs resources, their findings need dissemination, their calls need amplification. It's a fight that requires the support of every one of us. And it's not just about financial contributions, though those are certainly important. It's about raising awareness, spreading the word, and advocating for the policies and practices that can make a difference. In every corner of the globe, in our communities, our schools, and our homes, we can make a stand. We can educate ourselves and others about the devastating impacts of the avian flu. We can lobby for stronger biosecurity measures and more funding for scientific research. We can vote with our wallets, choosing to support organizations and initiatives that are striving to protect our world's biodiversity. This is our call to action. It's a rallying cry to each and every one of us to play our part in preserving the rich tapestry of life on our planet. It's a reminder that we are all interconnected, that the loss of a single species in a remote corner of the world can send ripples across ecosystems. So let's stand together, let's raise our voices, and let's make a difference. Because when it comes to protecting our planet's biodiversity, every effort counts, no matter how small. Remember, every effort counts. Support the fight against the avian flu and help preserve our world's rich biodiversity.